Oh yeah, that's where we were.
Just with the body on the floor. All right, let's get commentary from everybody. Starting. Oh wow, she's like hiding back there. Let's do her before we forget. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk.
Great commentary.
Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Top tier.
Someone got right in front of us. They...
Huh? What's going on?
We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
Just looks so intense there.
Is this really happening? Screw that piece of shit bear.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene.
What do you mean?
You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty, so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick.
Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene.
Oh no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What? Why the hell not?
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want.
Fuck you.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem.
A two-player co-op base defense with the two of them. With their stats, I'd be totally OP.
Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
Can I just add one thing before we move on?
Sure.
One thing we forgot to discuss was that last time we also got all those videotapes that showed something pretty grim.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he gave like a motive to everybody, right?
Yeah.
And we know ours, right? What else did
Yeah.
we? I think some people told us stuff, right?
No, I don't think they did.
But we picked up Sayaka's from the trash bin.
Oh,
Yeah.
we haven't looked at it yet. Okay.
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead. So you finally noticed.
Huh? Notice what?
I was looking through the Monokumi file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. What? She's right.
Could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth!
The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? It was me, guys.
We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is.
If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid.
So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? I think that's everybody. We could probably look at Junko's dead body.
No, Leon, we're just going to, like, die. There.
I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body like a total fucking weirdo. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone.
I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that.
Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no. Someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me.
You're just now accepting that?
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, well, do I really have to say anymore?
I'd rather you didn't, no.
Everyone pray for good luck.
With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
I'll be going too.
And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime.
Ah, that's right.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this right here, right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up.
Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura run off.
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka.
What are you implying?
It was you.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
Don't come any closer! Are you gonna kill me next?
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet.
That's true. We may as well at least check just to check.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate.
What? Why not?
I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
I don't think anybody was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Well, wait, don't go yet! You have to hear me out! But it was pointless. Everybody had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everybody really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Electric chair, bzz, bzz, poison gas, cough, cough, torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Oh, should investigate time,
question.
guys. What's your question?
I have a question too.
Many questions.
Bell, fire away.
If I faint at the mere sight of blood, how come I'm still standing and having a conversation when Junko is clearly bleeding out on the floor?
Plot holes.
Good question.
All right.
Her blood's
My
clean.
question is, if we get this wrong, do we lose the game?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so if we get it wrong and we lose the game, do we get to try again?
So yes.
That's what save files are for.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
No, you die in real life if you die in the game, guys. Sorry.
No.
I'm gonna fuck you up like that.
Oh wait, I'm still good then.
All right. Mouse, did you have a thing?
I think I asked it.
Did you?
Yeah, that was the whole, if we fuck up. If we actually, like, if we guess wrong, we die.
Oh, gotcha.
Wow.
It was more a game
It'll be
mechanic
interesting
kind
to
of
see what
question.
happens if we do that.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me. I'm sure that at least once we'll make a mistake.
and
I
and
don't
we
really
are
make
doing this as
mistakes.
a collective whole, right? Like,
Yes.
okay.
There are some action sequences that only the person who's controlling it can do, which is why I turned them on to easy so that it would be easiest for me to make it so that we're all making decisions together. But you'll see what happens when it happens. All right. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizano. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed! Nice-oo! Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handout. Alright, I think
Okay,
we can...
so
Go ahead.
we have to remember, did they show you a photo of the crime scene? Like, if we look, can we look at it again, or?
That's a great question. I'm looking at the Monokuma file. This just says exactly what we had seen before. So these truth bullets are like pieces of evidence that we can bring with us to the trial, sort of. So getting those is important. Presence report card regulations is system. It doesn't look like it gave us a picture, although I think that that'll get solved.
Yeah, because I just remembered that there was the beginnings of a word behind her body on the wall, and I don't remember what it said, but
Okay. I'm sure that we're gonna go
Remember
back
it,
and
like an
look
upside
at that
down
at some
L.
point.
oh yeah, that's right.
All right.
Yeah, let's talk with them before we leave, though.
Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro?
I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her.
Ugh, no way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here.
Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now.
No shit, Sherlock.
Fucking love that he's blank enough.
Alright, well, we can
Seemingly,
bless
at
the
least.
body again. Oh, same stuff. Alright, I think we're done in here, guys. Alright, does anybody have any idea where we should go?
I have one more question before we make that decision. Is this day still affected by, like, So every day so far as a game mechanic have been affected by how like whenever we do something with someone, a portion of time disappears, right? Is this day in the same sense? So
No,
like
I
every
don't
action,
think so. I
they
think
have
that
to
it's
consider this?
it's more guided than that. I think that there's a specific thing they want you to do, and then they move on. But I think that usually it's gated mostly, so that you have to do all the things that you would want to do anyway. Like you might be able to cruise through it without talking to literally every character, and trying to find them all might be a hassle. So like if we want to find people, we should, as we pass them, decide if we want to talk to them, or say I specifically want to go find so and so and ask them about stuff. Otherwise, we're just going to spend the whole game running around in circles, like clicking all the people. And then we should try and figure out where we want to go, I guess, to facilitate that.
I feel like we need to see the crime scene again.
Okay. Crime scene it is. There's supposed to be a way for us to teleport, right?
Mhm.
First of all, I should head to
In
the
the
scene of the
map, I
crime. My room. We won't make any progress without investigating there.
I'm okay with just walking there.
You did what?
I say I would have been okay with just walking there though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I did the first time I played this, I just walked.
Mm.
Hold on one second for
Generally,
me.
I seem okay with us.
Oh, okay. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Could talk to these guys first.
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in.
But what if it was a girl that did it?
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes.
Has no idea. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decisions the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead.
I see. It's probably for the best, given how jacked she is. Alright, literally everything's clickable.
There's another character.
Wait, what?
There's
look
another
at her
character.
sneaking around back there. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but... Jesus. What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching? She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of the room. Okay. Did she lose a contact or something? I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. Seriously.
Are we still investigating?
We are still investigating.
Can I tell a joke?
No.
Please.
What's your joke, Lindsay?
What do you call an alligator in a vest?
What?
An investigator.
Wow.
You're canceled.
Yeah, that'll be the last joke. Alright, I'll check the notepad. The notepad is still here, but I don't think there's anything relevant right now. Just call out anything you want me to double check as we go
Can we
through
look at the
this.
sword next?
Sure. Toolkit has been used. It's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Why would she have broken her?
Yeah,
leg?
seriously.
Oh, Mondo.
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right?
So, you haven't used yours either?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we?
Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handout. Nice work.
Mouse had a good question. Like, why did they break her wrist?
That is a good question.
I would assume, like, when you see these kind of crimes, that if you break your wrist, it's a sign of struggle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took it as a defensive wound.
I would definitely take it that way as well, which means that most likely the person who has attacked her would seem to be one who could overpower her.
But also, wouldn't that also imply that the attacker might have like
Yep.
wounds or something?
That would be a distinct possibility, yes.
Okay.
It's also most likely Sayaka was the one using the sword first, since she knew it was there.
I think that's a fair assumption. Trying to defend herself.
Let's have a look. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. And on top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section of your handout. Nice work!
Okay, so that's
Fresh.
implying that the attacker has gold flakes on them.
Unless it's
had-
been used for
Remember
defensive
the
purposes.
lint brush has been used. If you want to double check that.
Alright, let's check it out. Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before? Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little bit?
You're an idiot.
Check the trash can.
Yeah.
The killer used it to take off the gold.
Oh no. Okay, here we go. Oh, we can't. The trash can is secret and hidden.
Can we look at the bedroom key?
Sure.
I think those hours.
Oh, there's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. Wow, Sherlock Holmes. Here we go. If I remember correctly... Dead girl.
Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys.
Oh yeah, I should point out, you're never safe from having to reprise your role as one of your characters.
Oh no.
Yeah. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get in the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something? No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. So she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handout.
Also, on top of that, it was like right around nighttime, so she really didn't have any reason to leave the room.
This is true.
So it must either be someone she trusts, but she said she didn't want to open the door, or someone who found a way in through the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
does the door have a thing on it? Can we look at that to see if the lock is busted?
Hmm.
Can we rule it as a suicide?
I doubt it, Lindsay. I should check the room first of all. So that's to leave, so they don't give you any additional
Yeah.
information.
Pretty hardcore if she like suicide and then wrote something in her own blood on the wall behind her, though.
After like breaking her own wrist and trashing her room, yeah.
Uh-huh. Can we
You
go
were
into
on the
bathroom?
sheet.
Sorry, well.
I mean, you probably could. I bet he'd let you, do that. There's scratches and gouges on my walls and the bed. Is that evidence of a struggle?
Brr.
It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room, you think? Damn it, I was right here in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
That would not have been possible.
Huh?
Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there'll be no way you could know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder.
Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handout. How about this?
You keep saying handout instead of handbook.
Shh, handout. Listen, reading wasn't exactly a skill that was going to be in high regard when we started doing this visual novel, right? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to have been damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack somebody with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of a fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath?
They were using it defensively.
Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
But we also definitely know that it was not one person grabbing the sheet and another person grabbing the sword, right? Or are we not certain about that?
Can you look at the chair?
There's a chair?
Yeah, that chair.
Oh, no. You can look at the bed though. The bed's still
What if you
active.
smacked somebody with a chair,
And they didn't. There's no reason to think that.
like a WWE SmackDown.
There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? I think.
Can we
is
go
that-
into the bathroom?
Yeah, we can. I think it's one of the interactables. I should look around here first. I can check other spots later. They want me to keep investigating. Scratches on the floor?
I think we already looked at that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can we look
I
at the
think
cameras?
There's also the stand for the sword.
Oh, is the stand interactable? It's like kind of behind her.
Behind me, yeah.
Oh, yep, you're right. It's a display stand the sword was on. Sick. Glad
Cool.
that was clickable.
Can we look at the camera?
Camera. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, they
that's
basically
fine.
never do anything. Same thing with
What
these.
can we click?
Oh, whoops. Not even the right thing. Oh my god. Yes. I kind of want to look at the monitor,
Something
even
way
though I
to
know.
the right.
There we go. Alright. What else?
Way to the right, Mouse said.
Or
Way to
maybe
the
it's
right?
just the plant again. Like if you're doing this, if you're doing... Oh, I thought there was something further on it.
Oh, do you figure that they want us to do other rooms before we do this room?
It took us here specifically.
It did
Yeah, it
tell
wouldn't
us
let you
specifically.
leave, remember, with the door.
Yeah, it looked like there was something in the bathroom spot with one of the blue things lighting up.
Alright, let me try and... Maybe it'll let me go now? No. Okay, so we gotta click on something else that we haven't clicked on yet.
Maybe try and talk to Detective Girl.
Oh,
again.
oh no, we looked at the drawer.
It feels like there's multiple scratches on the door, on the ground that they want me to look at, which is weird. You know what I mean?
No, I
Like
think
one of them
that's
is
the sheath and then the scratches.
Can we try and talk to Detective Girl again?
Yeah, we can. Hey, Kyoko. Same thing.
No.
Just gotta look over her skirt again. Oh, Danganronpa.
God, he's so dumb.
But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Interesting.
What's interesting?
Just as I suspected, there is something very unusual about your room.
Should we just ignore this one and not worry about what's unusual about my room? Or should we check it out? Unusual? What do you mean?
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find a single strand of hair.
Really?
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here.
You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean.
Was it Sayaka? Or the killer?
That's the question, isn't it?
Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, so that should be it for out here. We should be able to go in now, right? The bathroom. And on the other side of this door...
L-E.
No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom.
Wait. L-E? Wouldn't that be Leon?
Yep.
It's too easy to assume that the person would actually write, like, anything that made sense. It could also be a broken up T, for instance, or like
Someone trying to frame
someone trying
else.
to frame someone else. I wouldn't make assumptions of this.
Well,
Isn't
it's
it?
upside down and backwards.
Yeah, so she might have written it herself, but we should check her hands when we get the option to see if she has some of her own blood.
On the fingers.
Mm.
Well, I mean, her hands are lying in her blood, so...
Yeah, but it has to be on the fingertips. She wouldn't use her nails to write. So if it's only on like the upper side of the hand, then it wouldn't make sense.
Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. I wonder how many more times he'll tell us that he has to find out the truth.
Probably
Many.
a lot. Yeah.
All right, well, so
anything-
this is
what-
the one picture of a girl where her legs are actually making it hard to see up her skirt. Good job, Danganronpa.
I don't know, you can still see skin.
Well, not a lot of clues in here, it looks like.
Try and look around. Is there anything above her or to the left or right?
Oh, good question. Oh, yes, there is.
Ooh.
The water from the showers gets turned off at nighttime. Oh,
That
alright.
shower head looks very suspicious looking.
Why? What's wrong with the shower head?
It looks very inappropriate.
It looks like a shower head. I don't know what you're talking about.
So let's look at the letters.
Oh, too late. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's not the time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later.
Kitchen, obviously.
Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure.
What's the
How-
yellow?
But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too.
The golden sword.
Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both of her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been out of the truth bullet section of your handout. Book.
So does that could that lead us to believe that she tried to block the sword with her arms, like, in like the force of it broke her wrist or something?
I think she might have been holding the sword in her hand, maybe.
But then
Oh,
the
Or
she's not
yellow
necessarily-
beyond her
she had the sword, the other person had the sheath and whacked her wrist to make her drop the sword.
Could also be, yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
But see, like this again, like would indicate. I feel like that she wrote that herself. But I still feel
Yep.
like we got to be careful with like just making that assumption right off the bat because there's also a fair chance that the killer is that smart.
What hand was the fingertip blood with?
left.
Left.
Okay, never mind then. I was thinking maybe she was writing it and they like hit her hand and that's what broke her wrist to make her stop writing or something.
But they might have used her hand and dipped it in the blood and written stuff.
Exactly my point.
Right.
I feel like if the killer went through so much effort to clean the room of hair that was there, that they would have wiped off whatever she was writing.
Depending also, of course.
But
Also depends on when she wrote it. If they
wasn't the point with
thought
the
they killed her
shower?
when she was still alive, and then went to clean the stuff, and then she wrote it while she was bleeding out.
But like, wasn't the point that the shower head was turned off at nighttime so the killer couldn't flush all the blood?
Yeah, but
Yep.
you could like
You could
scribble
wipe
it.
Scribble it.
Hmm.
All right.
But then
Something
you
to
still
think
have
about.
blood all over yourself that you'd have to clean up.
Well, let's mull that over while we continue investigating the scene. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound.
See, if only she had stayed in her own room, maybe she would have been able to lock the bathroom door. Didn't think about that, did you?
Rip. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Huh? Written in blood with the numbers 11037.
Oh my god.
Did Sayaka do this?
Is your character supposed to be that dumb, or is he just explaining things for the audience?
Oh, he's a point of view character.
I feel like he's
So yes, apparently he is that dumb.
mentally handicapped.
Well, I mean,
it's
he's supposed to be normal while everybody else around him is smart.
So by dumbing him down, the others seem smart.
Yeah.
I suppose.
okay. Then we must be really smart.
All right, so that's the bathroom.
Can we talk to the detective? Okay, never mind.
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message.
Oh my god, she's a dumbass too.
I've never seen something written in blood before. Is it really her final message? It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Do you often type like an aspiring poet?
But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037? I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
The way she wrote the numbers make me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the results would be?
The result?
Think about it.
You're not gonna tell me?
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced.
I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obviously you're not gonna tell me. Dying message has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message really means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
There's one other thing I want to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken?
Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
Get stuck?
Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bolt section of your handbook.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob.
Huh? The doorknob?
You didn't notice? Well, try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about.
I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. They're gonna make me click on it. Come on, dude.
Bruh.
What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious it was intentional.
What? It was intentional? Why would somebody want to do that?
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing.
But my bathroom door doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently, stuck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that?
Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms.
So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting.
She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I get the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
Then that clears that up.
What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Well, see you later.
Lol.
So the culprit must be a girl.
As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room.
Okay, I don't approve of the fact that she's like being all smarmy.
It's interesting though, because like we have two kind of theories running, right? One would suggest that the culprit was a girl. The other one would suggest that the culprit was someone who had a screwdriver set, which would clearly be a boy.
And it would not be
Why do
your
you think it'd be a
screwdriver
girl?
set.
Yeah, where did we get the thing about the girl?
Because
Because
all
if
the
they
girls
tried
would
to get
assume that only girls' bathroom doorknobs lock. All
But
the boys
don't-
would
said
know.
that all the
All the boys
girls'
would know
bathroom
that
doors would
their
lock.
yeah, all the boys would know that
Boys
theirs
didn't.
don't lock.
No, they
But-
said that with about everyone's rooms.
No,
In
only
the
girls'
introduction,
bathroom
that's
locks.
like, yep, only girls' bathrooms lock. The boys' ones don't.
My thing is it aren't the I thought the dorm rooms were labeled with their names.
They
They
are.
are.
They are.
Okay,
So
so
it's
if
interesting that someone
so-
knows that we spot.
but if if Makoto's name is on the door, then they would know that his bathroom door doesn't lock. So why would they try to unlock it?
Probably because they couldn't open it.
Well,
Yeah, she
maybe
probably
the-
ran in there after her wrist got broken and shut it, and she knew that they couldn't get in, and so the guy tried to unscrew the door handle to get in.
So the
So you think they
killer
can-
has a tool set that is open.
Yeah.
Yeah, because ours was.
Unless the killer took from somebody else's tool set.
But how
True,
would
in
they
which
get
case it
into
would've
the other
taken it
person's
from
room?
Well, same
Yes.
way Sayaka got into Makoto's room. Maybe they were just chilling out.
Yeah.
But in that case, wouldn't it have been the easier thing to do is just open Makoto's tool kit?
Well, they probably needed the screwdriver to unlock the front door too. Or they just probably screwed it back on in the front and not the bathroom.
We haven't looked at that door yet,
Yeah.
so we don't know how they got in yet.
Alright, let's let that ruminate for a while.
So the easier thing to do to frame Makoto would have been to use his toolkit to open it.
Yeah.
I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into wherever the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. Why would they give you no choice to do that? I've got us to do. And on top of that, I'm sure there were some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is.
It was
Coffee.
definitely
So we want to see the kitchen, the trash room, and talk to the programmer, at least.
I'd like to check the trash. Because I feel like that's the one that's like
Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it.
No.
So Sayaka must have
Oh.
switched the nameplates after the fact?
Or the murderer did.
Or it just goes with whoever sleeps in it. It changes.
Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Dome nameplates have been added to the truth bullet section of your handout.
Can you check the handle?
Oh,
No, the handle on the door.
Oh, you want to look at the handle?
Uh-huh. Also, I'd very much like to talk to Liam.
I can't use the thing in the... Oh my god. Game. There we go. As previously alluded to, the controls are not super great. Yeah, they don't want to... It's just going to go into the room. It's not going to give us a specific view.
Can you look at the door in the room?
No, we tried that already.
Before you leave, can you just look at the door?
It just goes out.
Oh.
Doors are kind of special
So-
like that, where like usually if there's something about
So
a
we
door,
can
it's
assume
usually
there's
pretty
nothing wrong with
obvious.
it.
Because otherwise they're just clickable entry points.
my question is if the nameplates were switched, why did they automatically know it was Makoto's room that she was in?
Because it was in the report that Monokuma gave us.
So that doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Maizano doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty?
Can we go into
Wait.
Liam's room?
Probably not. As previously alluded, they usually have to have a good reason to try and get somebody out of a room. But if I can find his room, I will try.
Do you want to talk to the other guy?
Hold on. We'll come back. The fuck is his room? Oh, here we go. As I place my hand on Leon's door, I notice a human-shaped blur coming tearing out of the depths of the hallway. Hold up, hey! What do you think you're doing? How does my room have anything to do with the investigation? Well, I suppose that's a natural reaction when somebody tries to go into your room without permission.
Not quite, but okay.
All right, well, let's go click on Hifumi's door or whatever. See if he has that same reaction.
Or anybody else's door.
Is
The
it the
trash
last
room was
one?
pretty close as well.
Yeah, is concerning that he said something about.
As my hand came into contact with the knob of Hifumi's room, I heard a rumbling like a herd of elephants stampeding down the hallway.
Wow.
Hold it right there, Mr. Naegi. Trying to enter someone's room without their express permission is the highest breach of etiquette. Whether it's related to the case or not, you must respect a person's right to privacy. True.
Oh my god, I want to click on everybody's door now.
Perhaps later.
You were right at the trash room.
I was, but you guys asked me if I wanted to talk to this guy. Why are we like crotch-hided everybody? Can we talk about that?
Maybe your character's really short.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit?
No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try and hide the suspicion on his face.
Even if what you say is true, or is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say?
What?
After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched room with you, right?
The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died.
Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility.
If that's really true, then... to the trash room.
Away.
So are we supposed to just assume that when we learn something, all the other students learn it too? Because like he wasn't in the room when somebody mentioned the trash room, but Hifumi still mentioned the trash room too. Like he would just assume.
Well,
But
partially it's a
that.
video
It's
game, right? But
logical.
also partially I think you're meant to assume that, like, not everybody's just standing still while you do this, right?
But also, Hifumi didn't mention that, like, you know, basically Hifumi is a backup if you didn't talk to Hundo, I think. Because they didn't say exactly the same. Hundo was directly suggesting that it was a possibility where Hifumi was, like, kind of pointing fingers at you, saying that you wouldn't be allowed.
So that's the exit door. Weird that it's on the side like that. There's a hatch on the floor. The door wouldn't budge. It must be locked.
As evidenced by the gold lock on it.
Yeah. It looks like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does. Can I press it? Cool. Cool story, bro. Alright, let's look, I guess, at the trash room. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
That's the end of the line. The trash room, this is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
How do you get this gate open?
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty?
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on the cleaning duty is allowed in.
I hate that teddy bear.
Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Okay, so they're suggesting that
Someone
the
has cleaning
murderer
duty.
could possibly be the one on cleaning duty.
Yep.
I mean, that's a suggestion, but on the other hand, we also don't know that there is something in the trash. We don't know that for sure.
Well, we couldn't
Well,
look
where
into
did
trash
the
can.
rolled
Well,
up
the
lint?
lint roller stuff.
Yeah, the lint roller stuff.
Could have
Well, I
been
guess it
stored
could
in
be
someone
hidden.
else's
Could just be
room.
hiding it in their own room.
Yeah, the room.
I'm gonna go to the obvious source of the knives if you guys don't have any objection.
Objection! No objection.
Overruled.
Oh, it's me.
Hina, are you investigating the dining hall?
Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue of what I should be doing.
I know what you mean.
And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, aren't
What?
they
Yeah,
not
she
allowed
was
in the dining hall?
out at after hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she doesn't have anything more to say about it.
Specifically, Monokuma says that the dining hall is locked after hours. And she was killed at approximately 1:30 a.m.
So maybe she just means she was you know, not trying to figure her way out of anything. You know, she just was like relaxing.
There was a missing knife.
There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or? I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
The
Then
handles
you
are a
should
different
know.
color.
Tina should know if someone had come to grab the knife during the night if she was in the canteen, right?
Oh, okay. Good idea.
Unless she did it.
They all did it, come on.
I did.
Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that.
Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row.
So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Nice. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
But who did go? Like, she should also know. At least she should be able to, like, you know, limit the amount of people who would have had access to the map.
Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka?
What? No, of course not. I would never. Hannah, do you really think I murdered her?
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be her friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea.
Oh, there you go. Alright, where to now, guys?
The programmer check.
She was in the gym, right?
Yeah.
Last we
Yep.
saw her.
Is that on this side or the other side? That's on the other side, right?
Yep.
Ooh, can we check the laundry?
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
good call.
The controls are so bad, guys. I'm sorry.
That bodes well for when and if you have to run away
Oh,
from
fuck.
anything.
I didn't think about that at all.
Harshly judging.
I need to check this bathing suit again just to be sure. Has nothing to do with what's going on.
Pervert.
Just playing up my character. Washing machine, that has nothing to do with this case.
Check all of them.
Gotta check all of them. Washing machine. Washing machine. Washing machine. Washing machine.
Dryer.
I love it. Is it a washing machine? That has nothing to do with this case. What about these magazines? Oh, not the washing machine. I can't get away from them, guys.
Nothing in the hampers?
There's some magazines lying around. No help there. No, it won't even let me click on the hampers. There's a refreshing
Just for good
drink. machine,
measures.
though.
Just for good measures, can we, like, check all the washing machines again?
Wait, what?
Again?
No, I'm joking.
What? That classic mouse sense of humor.
Yeah, I was worried there for a second. I was like, really?
I feel like Mouse's jokes are funnier for him than for everyone else, though.
Like my jokes?
Yeah, like
well,
your jokes,
when
actually.
it takes a moment.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
No. I just think that like that's your particular twist
Oh,
on
you can
humor.
check the tape
Wait.
in the
Oh,
room.
oh.
Yes.
The AV room.
Yeah, he also wanted to look at the DVD.
Good call.
Wow, there's no one in here? That's surprising.
There is.
Yeah, you would think. It's a DVD player. Wow, really? Do you not understand what I
Dude!
want to do, game? Are you really gonna play this? It really isn't gonna let me use it?
Can you maybe go into items and use it or something?
You gotta find her
No.
DVD, probably.
We pulled it out of
already
the
picked it
trash,
up.
didn't we?
Yeah, we've got it.
Maybe we have to trigger something else before
Yeah,
we can
probably.
watch it.
Alright, whatever.
Maybe we do need to talk to the programmer first.
Alright. Do we want to talk to this dude on the way through?
Sure.
Might as well.
Yeet.
Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning.
Really?
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty.
Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now.
Actually, no.
Okay, then who is it?
Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it.
Hifumi, huh?
So he's on cleaning duty then.
Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long.
Very interesting.
And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you.
I
Got it.
don't like how nobody is telling anybody anything. Like, first it's the detective chick who's like, oh, you got to figure it out for yourself. No, that's not how this is gonna work. And two, like anytime somebody has like a solo interaction with the bear, like I think I would tell people. Like it'd be like, yeah, the bear came to me and was like, hey, you want to do this thing?
I'm
Yeah,
not
but
super
Val,
sure
you're
I
not a
trust
murderer
everyone.
that I know of.
It's like we're in a trap.
Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Oh, what is it?
Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something?
Sorry, no.
Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry. I just don't know.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even if she doesn't, even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be.
It is
I got you.
actually a name.
I got two things to say to that.
Yes.
The first thing is that when we talked to Hifumi, he was incredibly adamant about not letting you dispose of evidence in the burner. And the second thing was that when we talked to AOI,
Howie?
the
Hina.
what?
Hina, but
Yeah, we call her
Hina.
Hina,
When
basically.
we talked to Hina, she talked about how this was a classic drama setup. So we have a fan fiction writer that has, the potential to dispose of evidence.
Shall we go and interrogate his ass?
Interrogate his ass. Ooh, ooh.
Huh. Can't go in there. At least we know
What
where
is
he
that
is.
room?
What's up?
Well, no, I mean you don't have
Infirmary,
to
I
keep
think?
going towards it. Oh, was it? Oh, okay, okay. The nurse.
Oh, the nurse's office? Yeah. It just...
Can we check the
Check the
classrooms while we're here?
classrooms to see if there's anyone in there.
Ah, Toko. Toko, can you tell me anything about a cleaning duty?
Cleaning duty. Like I'd know anything about that. Taka's the one who cares about stupid organizational stuff like that. I'd just like to point out my characters are super helpful.
Yeah. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time.
Why would you
So,
lie?
formally, I applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room? Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it into the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room? And only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open at all times so we can all throw things out whenever we want?
That does seem to be more convenient.
Actually,
Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate, unless they are discovered.
that must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring.
But boring? Anyway, more important than that. Hey, Fatty, why do you want cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal? Liar, I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it. What are you talking about? Oh, my love is for 2D. But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe I'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures. How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that?
If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there is a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, what's the harm in that?
That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on to another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get to the trash room and look around. No, okay. So easy.
Wait. Why, if he knew that he had the key and was the only one able to get into it, why was he so concerned that we were going to get into the trash room and destroy evidence?
Because he's a guilty
Because he's
motherfucker.
dumb.
Yeah,
Guilty or dumb? That's the game.
Just like a dumbass.
So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Hey, you'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? But when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled out a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Dun, dun, dun.
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use a trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Why would he let us in here then? That's my question.
Up underground.
How does he even expect us to have gotten in to put evidence? Well, there is evidence. Never mind.
Evidence as fuck. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's a pretty simple setup. You press green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay? Ah! Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Fumi, do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No. You said the last time you were here the incinerator was off. Yes. About that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet... So that means somebody was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to the truth bullet section of your handout.
There's no way that they're going easy on us because this is the first murder, right?
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling we're overthinking things.
I kind of get the feeling that whatever's underground there is a ball-shaped thing, and somehow magically you would be able to throw something that was ball-shaped through the fence, and there's just about one person who can throw it, which is the same person that's name was written in blood under, like, I really hope that seems too simple.
Yeah.
Yep.
But my question, that turns the incinerator on, right? Okay, so how did he get whatever the evidence was to the incinerator?
It's
Same
open.
thing, balled it up and threw it in.
Yeah.
See,
Okay,
there's stuff on the
But
ground in front
depending
of it.
on what, yeah,
has
but
blood on it.
like, have you ever tried to throw a sock? It's not going that far.
But if you
No, but a baseball
game.
star might be able to do something. Tie it in a knot and throw it.
On top
That's
of the
just
fact
until
that
it's
it wouldn't
weight to
just
it.
be a sock, right? It would be a sock filled with, like, maybe tools or filled with something.
Very true. Continue.
The green button turns it on, and the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems anyway. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Ugh.
Wow.
Anyway,
It looks like a shirt cuff.
Yeah.
looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with that white button-up shirt. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it, and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure.
Oh.
Shattered crystal ball has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies.
Can we, okay. I was gonna ask if we could check the actual trash bin next to him, but I don't necessarily know it was possible.
Oh, I checked the triangle stuff before that. I don't know if I can go in now. Yeah, it's not flagging us for additional stuff. All right, to the gym. Is that our plan?
Yeah, for the
Yep.
psychic guy.
I'm honestly surprised he's the fan fiction writer, but I guess I'm already an author.
Was that like an attempt to throw shade at fan fiction writers? Well, what's going on?
Well, no, I was just surprised that they would have like two kind of writers.
I'm
Like,
just saying,
I don't
if you
know.
think fan fiction is actual writing, you should just come out and say it instead of throwing shade like that.
I've totally written fan fiction in my youth. Thank
I
you.
believe that.
A long, long time ago.
Sharing is caring. Like Pixar didn't have.
Val wrote My Immortal.
Oh, busted.
Oh my god.
Shots
You know, what was
fired.
her name? I'm something Raven Way.
Hey, Hero, can I ask you something?
No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free.
Hero, snap out of it.
Huh? Makoto? What are you doing here? What?
Hey, does this look familiar?
Nah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS?
Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you?
Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it.
You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered Crystal Ball has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handout. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know.
Sure.
By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing?
Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million.
A million?
That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world.
That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him.
Can I just point out we totally took evidence from the fucking trash room?
Yes.
Or it was a picture.
Okay, fair enough. You're
I
so
like how
smart
Jungo's
now.
body is still just laying on the floor.
What?
Well, what are they supposed to do with it?
Put
You
it
would
in the
think that there would be,
incinerator.
like,
Put it in the
Monokuma would clean
incinerator?
it up.
No, it's there as a message, remember?
Yeah.
That's right. Alright, so, where do we go now, guys?
Laundry room.
To the laundry room.
We're sure my character didn't have anything else to say, right?
Chihiro? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Here's Celeste.
Oh, it's me.
So, do you have any clues or anything?
What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial.
Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Ugh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into.
The trash room?
It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem.
Which is?
That place is filthy. I'd rather die than set foot in there. I'm trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf.
That's... He doesn't even go as far as to actually say what he thinks about it. Oh, lovely. Oh, the secret mailbox.
You know, Makoto, one day it is gonna save the trial and everything.
Literally everything ends up saving the trial. Like all the cameras, those washing machines become hypercritical too.
Are you being facetious?
I mean, I wouldn't tell you if I knew the answer, would I? Unless I did it facetiously. Alright, we can't get in here.
It's time to go J'accuse.
We can't J'accuse yet.
J'accuse.
It was
Do
Lindsay.
we even know who we're going to accuse?
Leon. Adur.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I
people
still
do
think we all have to like unanimously agree on something like that.
Well, you'll
Right.
see how it works when we get there.
Can we try and click on another? What about our room, so to speak? So like Sayaka's room.
Oh,
Is there anything of note in here?
Oh, this is where she had the DVD. Oh, we never picked it up. Dumb. Okay, Sayaka
That's
got
right,
really
I
upset
got
after
it.
seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. Sorry, Sayaka, but I need to borrow this DVD.
okay. Now we can go watch the
Yeah,
DVD.
I thought that we had it. Can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. All that's in here is a sewing kit and the organ map. No useful clues. I'm gonna check her bathroom. Sayaka. Yeah, alright, he's just gonna... Alright. We got what we needed here. Or did we? I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play, and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friend she said that had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maesono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins, but what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What or what it could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. Well, what kind of person would take things this far?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, hmm? It's time for the long-awaited class trial. Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay,
It's that door.